this game ends up going the distance here. Simply the incoming... Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Overgrowth. We're spawning in the bottom left-hand position. As the blue Protoss player, it is GungFuBanda. He plays for the team Planet Key Dynamics. And his opponent, who's about to get proxied, spawns in the top right position as the red Protoss player. He plays for Team Neurosoft and goes by the ID Hunter. I'm pretty sure that's all the casting I need to do right now. Nope. Oh, and he sees it. Oh, I like how he moved back as well. He moved back as well. I think GungFuBanda saw that probe and he knows everything that's going on right now. Yeah, we've got the double gateway opening coming down from Hunter to stop that as well. So, GungFuBanda getting caught out here. This probe will actually see what's going on. Looks like it's going to be slightly annoying in the meantime. We've got the two gateways and the gas coming up behind this as well. And, well, going to be a little bit more tricky for GungFuBanda to get any sort of purchase out of this game. I mean, the first gateways are going to be finishing up at roughly the same time. And there is no second gateway down. So it is basically a 2 versus 1 situation now. Second gateway actually getting cancelled. Spotting that... ooh, very nice. Blocking the cybernetics core there. And, ooh, wow. Actually blocking it 4 times now. This is ridiculous. And simultaneously a little bit hilarious. So both players are getting their zealots out. Now, Hunter cancelled the second gateway because he knows only one gateway is proxied. And even though the zealot is going to be out earlier for GungFuBanda, Hunter knows that all he has to do is just make sure that this cybernetics core gets up and he's able to get a mothership core. Once that goes down, this game basically swings wildly in Hunter's favor, and basically already has. As long as he's able to match the number of zealots on the map, he should be fine. Do we have a second? Yeah, we have got a second gateway now going down. He just wanted to make sure he got the cybernetics core down first. That probe is in danger of death, but it will get moved back in just a bit. We have a second zealot now moving into the mineral line. That's actually going to be really frustrating. One probe is going to go down as well. He's going to have to do a little bit more damage than that, though. 18 versus 17 workers. Now 18 versus 16 as another one gets taken down from GungFuBanda. Don't forget, this gateway is potentially dead soon. So it's very, very important for him to get as much damage done now as he can, because he's going to have to rebuild inside his main. Now, cybernetics core is already done. We're taking a second gas as well, and there's the gateway to back it up. We know that this one eventually is going to go down. We have the Stalker now trying its best to get some damage done, but the defensive Stalker here from Hunter is going to be able to keep this at bay. And I don't really think too much else can go on right now, because the second gateway is just going to provide enough defensive cover that it should be fine for him to go ahead and probably take the pylon out first, just be nice and safe, and then slowly hold his ramp and take everything else out a bit later. It looks like the mothership core should be able to get the job started. When he sees the gateway has nothing being produced out of it as well, he's going to be pretty chilled out about this situation. He knows exactly what's going on. He knows that GungFuBanda is trying to rebuild back home. We can see he's actually going up the 3 gateways back home right now, and he's chrono boosting warp gate, so it doesn't look like this aggression is necessarily finished yet. Oh dear, but we have a little bit of an engagement here where it looks like both sides are going to lose a zealot each. No, that Stalker at the last second didn't target down this zealot, and this little guy here is very, very lucky indeed. I wouldn't be rushing back into battle if I were you, mate. The pylon's going to go down. The gateway is now under attack as well. That's eventually going to fall. No big surprise there. And GungFuBanda is actually going to be going for round number 2 here. Gateways will be finishing shortly, but more importantly is that warp gate research. Number of workers now 22 apiece, with Hunter at the slightly larger army, and we have the Stargate coming down now behind this as well. Is this a bit late, considering Hunter already has his robotics facility almost complete? I think it might end up being just that. And, well, there goes the gateway. So, as the game normalizes, Hunter is currently up 38 to 33 supply. GungFuBanda must know that he's a little bit behind, so he needs to try some funky stuff to see if he can get back into this game. The Stargate could well be part of that plan. He's going to try and move up the ramp with a couple of units here, but excellent force field does trap the Zealot, who was really lucky earlier and is definitely not very lucky now. And Hunter will... Well, he's getting an Immortal now as well. I mean, that's about as defensive as you can possibly get at this stage. He's chrono boosting both Warp Gates. He's got the Immortal out. He wants to make sure that no potential all-in is going to be coming down here. And wow, fantastic force field once again. And forcing the recall from that Mothership Core. Hunter now just enjoying a little bit of a supply lead. He's one worker ahead and a bunch of army supply ahead. It's nothing so earth-shattering that it's going to instantaneously win him the game or anything like that, but he is definitely in a position where he is favored. He's also got that robotics facility done, don't forget, and he has already gotten a Immortal out. No Observer just yet. Now, we have got an Oracle moving out across the map, so this could be GungFuBanda's way of trying to get back into this, and if he kills a decent number of workers, it might very well work for him. So let's keep an eye on how much damage this ends up doing. Herp-de-derp, moving in towards the main base. Hunter knows nothing about this right now, and the army is actually busy picking up pylons in the middle. That's going to be really, really good news for the Oracle, unless there are 3 Stalkers in the mineral line who say absolutely no thanks. Sad Oracle is sad. Grumpy Cat Oracle is grumpy, etc. I can't actually get the camera on him on the edge of the map, but basically he's at 90 out of 100 hit points with no kills to his name. But he will be able to come in for another round soon. And what that does do, at least, is it does keep Hunter honest. Hunter has to keep some units in his mineral line because he knows that the Oracle can come back in at any moment. He also knows he can swing around to the natural as well. Oh, and that's exactly what this second one might be doing. So we have one of these Oracles moving in to try and bait these shots from the Stalkers while the other one comes in and gets some damage done as well. Alright, he's successfully doing that, forcing the Photon overcharge as well. Number of workers killed at the moment, 6 versus 1. This Oracle actually needs to be very, very careful. I think he should go straight down the middle, and that's exactly what he does there to get out. Hunter can still see you there, mate. Be very, very careful. Ooh, nice one. Having the good presence to actually nip off that single worker right there. So as things stand, GungFuBanda actually has a worker supply now. He's got a decent lead, which is just about being caught up by Hunter, but those Oracles seem to be doing a good job of keeping Hunter in his base and making sure that GungFuBanda buys the time he needs to sort of try and get some more stuff done. Oh, I'm not sure about that. That was a little bit of a YOLO push into the natural there, but he does increase his workers killed count to 8. So the gamble is paying off for him, but at the expense of some of the health on that Oracle. He needs to be very, very careful he doesn't lose any more, because the next time he runs in like that, at least one of those Oracles is going to die. I love the hallucinated one as well. I'm hoping like he can do something where he sort of lures the army over to about here and then comes in and kills off a few more workers as well. Oh, or is he actually just going to bust the front? He's going to make sure the hallucination is in front and then just waltz straight in, allow the hallucination to be hit, and see if he can't kill 3 or 4 with the real ones. Is that actually going to work, though? No, the hallucinated one is actually a little bit further behind. One of the real ones goes down. The second of the real ones almost goes down. That was... well, he's up to 12 workers killed. I mean, he is restricting Hunter really, really quite a lot right now. But there's becoming less and less of a reason for Hunter to stick around inside his base. If he knows that we're only down to 1 Oracle right now, he's just going to be a lot less scared. And he's going to be able to start moving out with some of these units. Now, a little bit of a supply block is going to stop that. That's annoying. He's got extended thermal lance and those Colossi on the way. He's not going to want to have to be in this situation. He has got a bit of a lead in terms of the upgrades, though. The Forge only just completing for GungFuBanda, and we have got the +1 about to finish for Hunter here. If we take a look at units on the field, both sides have Ein Colossus apiece, and working on the second one now, with Hunter once again being just that little bit faster. Right. Hunter deciding counter-aggression is definitely the name of the game here, because we have 5 more gateways being added on, ladies and gentlemen. So, in grand total, we have 7 gateways inside the main base right now. Do we have any additional ones in the natural? No. But 7 gateways is pretty powerful stuff. A whole bunch of sentries being warped in as well. It looks like this could end up being a very, very serious attack indeed. An Oracle trying to get in for a little bit of a poke. Ooh, he's actually going for a sentry. That was an incorrect decision, and it gets away with 5 hit points. We have a hallucinated Phoenix here, not another Oracle, inside the main, and will actually spot all the gateways in production. That's so, so important right now. GungFuBanda doing a good job of scouting that. There's no forward pylon on the map for Hunter, by the way. He's going to have to move out and bring a probe with this army. And he will see that these stalkers have basically just run away. He can see them on the edge of his vision. So he knows that GungFuBanda can see him coming. He's going to have to press forward with the attack anyway. Let's see if he's able to make this stick. If he is, this series goes to a game number 3. Pretty high stakes here. There's no second chances. This isn't a double elimination bracket. You lose a best of 3 and you're out. That's it. You go home. Nada. Not even the Terran nada. Just nothing. In the meantime, oh dear. Well, forcing out the photon overcharge at the very least, but a good decision to sort of keep the mothership core lying around here. And now Hunter, with a superior, well, slightly superior actually, 71 to 67 arms of fire, hallucinates 4 immortals and moves forward. We actually have some hallucinated colossi as well. And he can actually see the hallucinated units right there, thanks to the sight granted by that photon cannon. But they're still doing a good job of soaking up damage at the front there. A couple of those gateways instantly going down. And quite a lot of hallucinated units on both sides. This is this is almost a phantom battle right now, but there is a lot of massive firepower behind this. The hallucinated colossi don't do any damage though, and GungFuBanda's superior colossus count, I think, might eventually earn him the victory here. It's very difficult to tell when it's fake army versus fake army, more or less. Hunter currently coming off worse for wear there, thanks to the fewer colossi doing damage compared to GungFuBanda. He currently sits at 91 supply versus 115, and it looks like this guy 15 kills on this oracle, and it actually gets away as well. Number of workers killed 20 versus 5. GungFuBanda, I tell you what, if he holds this, he could be on course here to simply complete a 2-0 victory. But Hunter has got a lot of DPS with this army still, but only the 2 colossi, and that's what concerns me. The number of colossus on the field is 6 for GungFuBanda, and he's in a great position in that concave. Hunter is just losing so much more than GungFuBanda right now, and I don't think there's a way for Hunter to break through here. He's going to have to think of some other way to win this game. He probably just needs to take out the third base before anything else, but at this point, GungFuBanda can just chase him right out. The Colossus count alone means that GungFuBanda should be feeling reasonably confident. He just needs to make sure he doesn't overextend to the point where these stalkers potentially can blink right on top of him. But blink isn't there. So he doesn't even have to be that afraid right now. It looks like he's going to let the third base fall and try and pick off this army on the rebound here. And with this many colossi, I think he's just going to be able to. Sure, there aren't really any gateway units, but are you ever going to get close enough at this point? Look at how quickly those stalkers are disintegrating. GG! And GungFuBanda, ladies and gentlemen, playing for Planet Key Dynamics, is going to take a 2-0 victory over Neurosoft's Hunter. Congratulations as he moves forward in the Gfinity Spring Masters 2 bracket.